Hello, everybody. I wanted to make a quick release. It would appear that somebody has really outsmarted not only law enforcement, but especially outsmarted Andy. And it makes me really upset, really sick right now. So, in the time frame that I was working on my last video, which you guys will see as soon as I release it, it is 2 more clips on Donna. I was able to come across, let's see, Jasmine Noir. She released the latest statement for Chaffee County, from the Chaffee County Sheriff. Let me read that to you. It is so troubling to my soul, especially because we've been following this now for 4 months. 3 locations get hits from dogs to say that there was human decomposition smell. What in the world happened? What in the world happened? What way did Barry magically outsmart law enforcement and Andy yet again? My theory, the only thing that comes to mind and makes sense, is that his bobcat that he had with him, that he's taking all around town, it's gotta have her scent or decomposition smell or something. And he must have gone to these individual locations and dug. Why would you get his on each of those sites? It makes no sense at all. So I'm sorry, I'm very passionate, very angry right now. I've been angry since last night's Profiling Evil when it sounded like law enforcement was dragging their feet. I mean, all of it's just been a roller coaster, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'll read this. It says, Salida, Colorado. With the private search by Andrew Mormon concluding on September 29, 2020, the Suzanne Morphew Missing Persons Investigative Task Force, consisting of the FBI, Colorado Bureau of Investigations, 11th Judicial District Attorney's Office, and the Chaffee County Sheriff's Office, provides a recap of the search for Suzanne over the last several days, and since she went missing on May 10, 2020. As reported previously, the law enforcement team responded to collect several pieces of possible evidence found by the searchers across the county and will continue to follow up to determine if there is any connection to Suzanne's disappearance. Also this week, members of the law enforcement task force responded to the report of human remains trained dogs alerting on 3 separate properties in Chaffee County. To clarify, none of these properties are owned by members of the Morphew family. What? That's not true. Longhorn Ranch, he bought that land in June. Okay. One of the locations investigated by the task force was along the Arkansas River in the county. This is the riverbed location. The dog handler used on the private property was interviewed by our team and explained that the dogs did not alert to anything on the property but did show interest. Our law enforcement team obtained consent from the property owner, and after further investigation, including working with the private human remains dogs on the property, it was determined that this was not a viable lead in the case. So does that mean that they didn't dig? Is that what that means? Because she could be there. She 100% could be there. It seemed like the dog could not get to the scent. So again, that was that Arkansas River location, the Vanderveer property where concrete was dug up for 3 days by the FBI, CBI. So, just so you're tracking. Okay, second location. This was right by Morphew's house. We're talking, I think this was the home that he stayed in while the FBI and CBI had taken over his home. So, check it out. A second property near the Morphew home was also investigated after the same dog team alerted to an area on that private property. Our investigation team immediately, upon being notified, secured the scene and provided around-the-clock security until investigators from the Chaffee County Sheriff's Office, CBI, and FBI arrived. This location of interest was on private property, with the consent of the property owner, was investigated extensively by members of the task force and found to have no evidentiary significance to the case. Does that mean they dug? I don't know. A third location was also identified in unincorporated Chaffee County near Salida on private property where a different pair of human remain dogs alerted. Also once alerted, our team responded immediately and secured the property, providing security around the clock. This morning, our team, along with the FBI and CBI and the consent of the property owner, excavated this location, and once again, nothing of evidentiary value to the Suzanne Morphew case was located. The Suzanne Morphew Missing Person Investigative Task Force remains dedicated to determining what happened to Suzanne. The level of commitment from the entire team from the Chaffee County Sheriff's Office, CBI, and FBI investigators is unprecedented and unparalleled, said Sheriff John Spezzi. Then it says in quotes, while the public may not see all the effort being put forth in this case, I can assure the community this investigation continues to move forward. So, what is going on in Chaffee County? Gosh, is that fishy? He is completely outsmarted. Law enforcement and Andy. It's that, or it's law enforcement is in Barry's little back pocket. That's just my 2 bits. Doesn't mean I'm right, but that is fishy. If you notice, it doesn't sound real clear about some of these locations being actually dug up. Like, I don't know. It's got me really questioning this. Yeah, it doesn't specifically say, like, on the riverfront property, including working. Yeah, they didn't dig that up. They didn't think that the dog showed, I guess it showed interest, but not enough interest. Whatever that means. I'll tell you what. This is crazy. There is something going on. I wish I knew what it was. Even if I knew what it was, I probably couldn't say it as of now because there's such, it seems like, corruption going on. Anyway, just wanted to let you know my 2 bits, what I figured out, what I found out. Thank you, Jasmine, for releasing that. I hadn't seen it yet. I was actually making another video for you guys, 2 other videos. So anyway, you guys will see those soon. Anyway, have a great night, or what's left of it. What a disappointing situation. And please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Hate to put that in the same sentence, but all right, take care. Bye.